Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you saw by the title, we'll be finally doing basically I guess it's kind of a full face of Tower 28. I will be using all the products that they have. They don't have a full face, but I will be using all the products that the brand has. We'll be going through the brand, talking about them, what their purpose is, what their price point is, everything, the whole nine, why they're around. So I thought this was a really fun video. You guys were looking forward to it. So if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. I am looking kind of pasty because I don't have any bronzer and stuff on, which is what majority of Tower 28 has now. They do have more, like, they have bronzers, blushes, and highlighters basically. And they also do have lip products. But that's about it. For me, I kind of enjoy that because I don't feel overwhelmed by the brand. I feel like, if I want to try a product, I don't feel like I'm down this rabbit hole of, do I want to try this or this or this or this? You kind of just get what you get, and you can have the chance. You're like, okay, well, if I want to try this later, I can, because 6 more releases are going to come out, and this is going to be limited edition. No shade, but a little bit of shade. So I just want to read, my iPad is dying, but I just want to read what I found today. I was so interested because it says, so Tower 28 Beauty is named after a lifeguard tower in Santa Monica. So for me, Tower 28 is a weird name, honestly, like if you think about it, but because so many brands have weird names like Kosas, like it's kind of like, you kind of get used to it, so you don't question Tower 28, you kind of just go with it. But I thought that was really cool that that's the first, like when you go on the About page, the first thing it says. So it says, Tower 28 is a place where two iconic LA worlds come together. It sits at the crossroads of the Santa Monica Pier and gritty Venice Beach, a meeting place for locals. Tower 28 symbolizes everything we believe in: community, healthy fun, and clean living. I love that. Our Tower 28, we like our beauty products the way we like our beaches: clean, full of sunshine, and for everyone. And I feel like right off the bat, I feel that, when you see the products and you read about them, you're kind of like, whoa, this seems very clean, very fresh, very like, I don't know, it makes you feel good about using the products. You don't question very much, you can kind of tell through the releases. If they were releasing every day and saying that this was like a very particular brand, if they were unique in any way and they were releasing every day, you're kind of like, okay, but how? If you're perfecting these products and you're getting the right formulas but that are healthy and clean, then obviously releasing every day ain't gonna work for you, So because they don't, you kind of can say, that makes sense. This is why it probably takes forever to get a good formula with how many standards they seem to have, So that's interesting as well. So she says, hi, I'm Amy. I had sensitive skin my entire adult life. She had eczema. After 15 years working as a beauty executive, she was frustrated that her sensitive skin, her problem skin, meant she was limited to serious brands that felt clinical, like someone in a lab coat was selling them to her. So she felt like, people who like say that it's tested by so-and-so and this is all this, and she still wasn't able to use them. She said she was frustrated. If you have sensitive skin, you've heard of the terms hypoallergenic, fragrance-free, and dermatologist tested. It's a start, but that doesn't mean that the product is good for you. At Tower 28, we know that what goes on your skin also goes in your bloodstream. We also know that beauty doesn't have to be so serious, which is why our products are non-toxic, free of sensitizing irritations, full of calming, nourishing ingredients, plus a healthy dose of fun. Not to mention vegan plus cruelty-free, proving hashtag it's okay to be sensitive, which is their cute name. They actually have a freaking hoodie, which I kind of want. It's expensive. I think it's $45. Yeah, it's $45, but I kind of want it. Maybe one day. Maybe they'll have a sale or something, and for the holidays, and then I will pick that up because it's cute. And it says, the hoodie is, I'll put in a picture. It just says Tower 28 across it, but then it says on the side, it's okay to be sensitive, and it's cute. So anyway, again, seems like an amazing brand. We have so many. This one, kind of just seems to be really true because they have so little products. It's like, if a brand wanted to just make money by claiming to be all this stuff, they'd come out with product after product after product, and you know it. So, I don't know why I'm being like shady today. I'm not being shady because I'm not calling anyone out. And I literally have no one else thinking about my mind. I'm just thinking to the brand. If I was someone who just wanted to make money or something like that, I would come out with products every day and call them, oh, this is why it's special. That's what I would do. If I wanted to make money, which I don't. I'm gonna do, but like not like that. Okay, so the first product in, I'll have to put in a little clip of me using it. So this is the SOS Daily Rescue Facial Spray. So it's Save Our Skin, a daily rescue facial spray. I don't know why that's a tongue twister for me. So this product, if you guys have not heard, people love it. And for me, it was like, it's one of those brands that like Tower 20, one of those products that Tower 20 is really just known for, is having this and it being so special. So it does come in 2 sizes. I have the 1 ounce size. Do I have the 1 ounce? Yeah, I definitely have the 1 ounce little spray here. This one only costs $12, which is not that bad. If you want to try it, if you want to just test it out, you do get a small size, which I like. Then the full size is $28, but it is 4 ounces, so you get 3 times more product, 4 times more product. I don't know, you get a lot more product. You get 3 more ounces than this one, and you only pay $28. So it depends on what you're looking for. Now, this is a very weird product for me, because for me, I was like, what is it, a setting spray? A primer spray? What is it, you know? And people were talking about how it cleared up their skin and how it makes your skin look so good. And I'm like, I don't understand. So I went to like Sephora and I'm talking to the guy and I'm like, have you used this? Like, what do you use it for? And she was like, yeah, I use it after my makeup. I'm like, huh, that makes no sense, because if you read it, so it says, what is it? A soothing, purifying, and repairing daily rescue spray for angry, stressed out skin, 100% natural, dermatologist tested, and clinically proven. So it says, what can I expect? Healthier skin days, live your best skin life with calm, happy, softer skin. How do I use it? Use AM, PM, spray generously over clean skin, let dry and follow with your regular skin routine. Also use throughout the day, over makeup, and as needed, post-workout. So it does say here, after makeup. But the point of it is that it's giving you clean skin. It's supposed to be protecting, it's supposed to be soothing, purifying, and repairing daily rescue spray, repairing angry, stressed out skin. So you want to apply this directly to your skin. The point of this is probably that it should be going on your skin. What I kind of thought of it as is like a layer. So like you put on, so you wake up in the morning and your skin is whatever you use at night, you know, if you put a moisturizer on, whatever you did, your skin is just waking up a little bit more natural in the morning because your oils did their work over your oils and all your whole skin did its thing throughout the night, however long you slept. Hopefully it was 8 hours. Anyway, this is like a morning layer of protection. You spray it on and it kind of just puts a barrier over your skin, over your pores, over stuff like that. And then as you do your moisturizer, your makeup and stuff, not as much as getting into your skin and not as much as the, when you walk outside, dirt and dust, not as much as going into your skin. And that's how I took this. And so putting it over your makeup kind of defeats the purpose. So unless you're doing both, just a heads up, if you're curious how to use this, I would wake up, spray it on my face, and then put on like my moisturizer and stuff and makeup if I'm gonna go in with makeup that day, basically. I'm taking long, man. I talked a lot about that, but I was just trying to explain to you because that product was the one that was kind of like, what is this? I don't know what this is. Like if it was a setting spray, like great, love that, but it's not. It's kind of more of, it's something else more for your skin. It's more skincare than it is makeup. All I wanted to mention, but last thing real quick is I don't like the smell. It smells like, it doesn't smell like chemicals, because chemicals is like really, really bad. I would have stopped using it, but it smells, but it doesn't smell fresh or clean. It kind of does smell like a little bit of a cleaner. And so it's not my favorite smell. And so I don't enjoy waking up in the morning and putting this smell on my face. So I don't know if they can do something about the smell because of the ingredients that they have, the like clean ingredients, but that's just a heads up. If you're sensitive to smell, I don't know, or if you have a really strong, like if you're really good at smelling things, I don't know if you'll love the scent of this. And I honestly don't break out a lot. I don't have a lot of things. And not to say that my skin isn't disgusting. It's not what I'm saying. Or I don't get dirty. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that for me, it's hard to see the results in this because I don't get a lot of acne or breakouts and stuff like that. So for me personally, not my thing, but could be for you. All right, so real quick, I just want to show you how I use the Tower 28 SOS Save Our Skin Daily Rescue Facial Spray. It's not my favorite, I've said it already, but what I like to do and what it says to do is to spray it on before your moisturizer, so my skin is nice and dry. And then I just make sure my skin feels like really nice and wet and covered. And I usually don't, I let it dry for a second. I don't get out my fan in the morning when it's super early, but today we'll just air dry it to speed up the process. I mean, we'll just fan dry it. So you can see it did pick my skin up a little bit. It did make it a little less dry. It did add moisture to it. It looks really, really nice. And then if I didn't have super dry skin, I guess everyone should be wearing moisturizer in the morning. I don't know what I was gonna say. If you really just don't, it doesn't need it because your skin does feel good. I like to go in with my e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream with SPF 30 sunscreen, so it has it all in here. And then I'll put this on top. I'll use some eye cream, the whole 9 after I do that. So just wanted to show you that real quick. All right, let's move on because, honey, oh my gosh, are we 30 minutes in already? I'm kidding. All right, next we're gonna go in with bronzer. So Tower 28, again, does have bronzer, blush, and highlighter. Both the bronzer and the blushes are $20 each, which is not too bad. I mean, we're talking about this brand that is claiming to have all the purest and best ingredients. You would think that this was gonna be like $45 or something like some other outrageous brands. But it's only $20, which is not bad, doesn't break the bank. Shut up. Thank you. Okay, so for the bronzer, they do have 5 different shades. They used to have, I think, only 2, and then they just expanded their shade range, which I'm really happy about. 5 shades, you know, it's still not a lot, but I think it's really, really good, especially that you can see that they're trying here, you know? So it says, inspired by that moment when the sun sets over the ocean, Bronizino is a blendable, buildable, illuminating cream bronzer for that effortless summer glow from within. Bronizino is your one-way ticket to that fresh form vacay glow. You can expect glowy bronzy sheen without the shimmer or sparkle. So I'm not going to keep reading about it because we could be here all day, but I am going to swatch it. So here it is. Here you can see the sheen. There is no sparkle and no glitter like they said, but there is a lot of sheen. If you're someone who likes like the Kosas bronzer that's really illuminating, or the Milani bronzer that I've been loving, you're going to really like this because it's literally that in a cream formula. It is very, very luminous. Now, I did pick up the shade West Coast, which for my tan skin, right now my foundation is really light on me, but on my tanner skin tone, I would have probably went a little bit darker, probably Gold Coast. I would have went with, but it still works. So I'm just gonna go in with a brush. You can use a sponge, you can use your finger, you can use a brush, you can use your finger, you can use whatever you like, and I like to just tap it on with a brush. Did I say a sponge? You can also use a sponge, but I like a brush because I feel like I have more control as to where it goes. And you can see it just, oh, delicious. That beautiful, beautiful bronze. And it is literally, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. Just hit it on right here. And you can blend it out. You can do a lot with it. I only set my under eyes right now. Just so you know, if you're curious as to why it's blending so creamily too, is because I don't have powder on the perimeters of my face. I do have to mention though too, I've noticed with some of these formulas, you can use some of the Tower 28 products over powders and they work really, really nicely. I don't recommend it just because, you know, if you have the time to do your bronzer first, just go for it because these are very, very creamy products. And so you don't want to risk it like pulling up on a specific powder, whatever the powder is you're wearing that day, if it's different than normal, whatever it is, you don't want to risk it. But if you ever like are in a pinch, you're like, crap, I forgot to do my bronzer, it works, girl. It works nicely too. I would say more, instead of like more of the moving it around, I would pat it on top of powders, just so you know. All right. Talked enough about that. Love the formula, so good. I think the formula all around and all of Tower 28's products is just super creamy and you just want to keep blending it forever because it's that good. But then when it gets onto your skin, it does not move. It doesn't go as much as like, it's not super looper? It's not super duper like creamy throughout the day. You feel like, oh my gosh, one swipe and the whole thing's gonna go, you know? Especially not if you set it with powder. I don't wear creams. I don't wear full face makeup without powder ever, just so you know. This one, I really like to use a brush with this too, and I was gonna use a sponge just to show you, but I really like a brush, but we'll do half and half. I like a brush like this. It's a little bit more stippling brush, of a stippling brush for this one, but a regular domed brush like this one will work too. I just like to stamp it. Is that the right word, stamp? Like pat it, I don't know, like to go like this on the face and just to press it into the skin, and you can just see how juicy it looks, but how pretty it is. I do have the shade Magic Hour. No, I have the shade Beach Please. Yeah, they're called the Beach Please blushes. So I have the shade Magic Hour. There are 6 different shades. They just came out with 3 new shades, which I do want to pick up one of the other shades, but I have so many cream blushes, girl. I need to hold my horses. But It's in my favorites. It's in my favorites, don't worry. But it's so pretty. You can just see how juicy it looks. So nice. This one I didn't read anything about. This also is $20. It says a multi-purpose tinted balm that blends seamlessly for a natural luminous finish. No cakiness, no harsh lines, just beautiful sun-kissed skin. Lucky you. You can just see how delicious. Oh my gosh. My skin looks very juicy. We're going to go with the sponge just to show you. Just stamp it in there. And just stamp it on the cheeks. It is a little bit more sheer when you use the sponge. It's a little bit more buildable, but it just depends on what you're looking for. I'm just gonna hit a little bit of the brush on both so they're a little bit more even. But there you go. She's easy breezy beautiful. I love the formula, so creamy. Definitely one of the best cream formulas that I've tried ever, and I really do like it. 10 out of 10. All right, so now we're gonna do something crazy, okay? Okay, I'm gonna set my face with my powder. I've been really loving the Jaclyn Cosmetics freaking translucent powder. I know this video is not about it, but I've been obsessed, honey. I've been obsessed. And so I'm gonna set my face. And you can still see some of the color peeking through it. It's nothing, if you use like a powder foundation, obviously, you know, you're gonna have to decide what's gonna give because it's gonna take away some of that color. And you can honestly, if you wanted to, I like to just take my brush, whatever's remaining, and kind of hit it back on top, even with my bronzer a little bit if I feel like I lost it, although I didn't today. Then we're gonna go in with the Tower 28 SuperDew Highlighter Balm. So, this is a very weird product. You look at it and you're like, what? There's one shade because it's clear. It's literally clear. Oh crap, I didn't swatch the cream blush. I'm a mess. I just want to keep moving on with the products. But here's the cream blush. Very, very creamy, very nice, right next to the bronzer there. Very, very nice. If you're a deeper skin tone, you probably won't like that color, but still. And then this is the SuperDew balm. It's literally a clear balm. So, terrifying product, but I was like, if we're gonna do this full brand thing, we have to do it, Marissa. And so I was like, okay, what do I do? My first instinct tells me finger. And I usually never use my finger for anything. If I'm gonna use my finger, I'll use a sponge instead. And the problem, not the problem, but a lot of the time sponges have like a really fat, you know, side to them. So it's kind of like, how do I do it? So instinct tells me finger. This is only $18. I didn't mention that it's not 20, which is, I don't know why, but you know, whatever. So it says, what is it? New glowy skin secret, according to Fashionista. SuperDew is a translucent complexion boosting highlighting balm. No shimmer, no glitter, no daytime disco, just glassy luminous skin. SuperDew has received the National Eczema Association seal of acceptance and is safe for all skin types. Oh, that's cute. I wonder if it's just made to like just not enhance texture, if that's what their thoughts were. Anyway, point is that this goes against everything you would think that a highlighter should be. It's just a balm. But people always said, like, you know, this highlighter gives me that wet look finish, whatever, so might as well just do it. So what I like to do is take it on my like middle finger here, and then I just tap it on my cheeks where I would normally apply highlighter. Gosh, I love this product. This is probably my favorite Tower 28 product, honestly. Although I really like the blushes too. I mean, I like them all, but this one is so innovative and I love it because she's so delicious. It literally gives you that like wet look skin. And what I like about it too is it doesn't pick up my products underneath. Like my powder, the powder that I just set with, is literally still there. It's still living its best life. You just don't gotta worry about it. I've never tried putting powder on top of this. I just am scared because that seems to be dumb, but it is so pretty. It lasts all day and you're just like a glowing goddess, and I live. Look how juicy. Wait, I'm sorry, my iPad just fell. But look how juicy. It's just so beautiful. I went like pretty overboard. And then I like to take my sponge and just kind of blend everything in together, but it's so pretty. I'm obsessed. And if you're scared of it, just go for it. Just go for it because it is so worth it. It's so good. It does get nasty because you're like putting it on product and then you're putting it in there. But you just kind of wipe that out and hope for the best. But it's so good. All I wanted to mention. All right, now last but certainly not least, I didn't mention this with the hoodie either though. They also do have a hat that says a baseball cap that's Tower 28, which is also really cute. I'm just gonna be a Tower 28 merch lover. It's cute. All right, let's go into some lips. So the last products that Tower 28 has is lips. They're both the ShineOn lip jellies. They just have the regular ShineOn lip jellies, and then they have the Milky version. The one that I have here is the Milky one in the shade Cashew. I have tried the regular lip jellies. I just don't think there's anything extraordinary about them. I think they're just regular lip products. But these Milky ones, stop, so good. They feel really nice on the lips, really comfortable. So the regular lip jellies has 2, 4, 6 shades, and then the Milky one has 4 shades. Hopefully, like around around like holidays, they'll be releasing like little kits and stuff because they're so good. I'm just gonna apply it. It's like slightly pigmented, more so like your lips are better depending on the shade. There's like a pinkier one that I know looks a little bit more pink, but you know what I mean. So it's kind of like your lips are better, but it does give a little bit of color. And just the glossiness to it, it feels so good because it is like milky. It's weird, it's so weird because you're like milky, but it like is that milky kind of consistency without being too thick or too chunky or anything like that. It's just like, I don't know, milkier, like you silky. You think of like milk, like pouring milk, and it's like so silky. I don't know, that's what it feels like. Like the almond milk silk, like the commercials where it's like, ooh, that's what it feels like. It feels so good. I can keep applying it forever. But the formula is so nice. They're only $14, either one. Great, my iPad died. They are only $14, which doesn't break the bank. I think it's a great price, again, for being like clean and fresh in the whole 9. And so I'm all about it. All right, guys, this video is way longer than it needed to be. But when you get talking about products you love, it's really, really hard. And I think Tower 28 is one of those very special brands that they don't have a lot. They have like 1, 2, 3, they have 5 products. Literally that's it, and then 2 merch items. Like when it's a brand so little, they're kind of just really special because when the products are this good, you just want them to come out with more. It gives the excitement back into makeup and how it wasn't when it used to be, when you're like, oh my gosh, when are they gonna come out with more products? You know, I won't say their name. Certain brands, you know, they just come out with stuff over and over and over again, and you know, makeup starts to become a lot more overwhelming than it does to become exciting. And brands like this are what make makeup exciting again. When you feel like a collector and you're like, oh my gosh, like what are they gonna come out with next? You're like, are they gonna put an eyeshadow in this kind of form? Whatever it is. Oh my gosh, a setting powder like this? Stop. Cute. Anyway, whatever it is, you get excited for it and you can't wait to see what the brand has to offer next versus like feeling overwhelmed, like am I going to be able to pick up the next 3 releases? You know, they bring the fun back in makeup, and I'm all about it. So that was a lot. That is it for this video, guys. I will throw in a quote at the end here. My iPad is dead, so I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.